came out last year
Yay!
called Marvel's Spider-Man.
Yay!
So this takes place in a completely different.
To my face. I don't
This
like
takes
that.
place in a completely different Spider-Verse to the to the movie storyline.
Thwipping into action. I like that. That's nice. That's nice. That's real nice.
I got lots of the Spider-Man puns.
Whip and release.
All right, here we go. Nobody's here yet, and I don't care. I'm just really excited to play. Let's go. So my main save, I was playing. I can actually start New Game Plus on that if I wanted to, but we're not doing that because that would ruin all the surprises. I have played through this entire game. I got to level 50, which is I think like max level,
Okay.
and I beat 87% of the game.
So you guys, I was driving over here and I was like, hey Paladin, do you want to start early? And by early, I meant like, we'll probably start about 6:15. It's almost 6 now. He gets here and I decide to make dinner because we're both hungry, and now it's 6:39.
So much for early. So I can be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, or Ultimate Spider-Man, which are all titles that Spider-Man has held throughout the comic book
The
series.
Spectacular Spider-Man was the best cartoon of Spider-Man, TBH. He was my favorite.
We will be playing on Amazing Spider-Man as it is the normal setting.
Oh no, I fully do not blame you for playing on the normal setting.
Amazing Spider-Man. I could probably play through this game on Spectacular because I'm actually pretty good at this game.
But you want to have the mental capacity to also interact with me in the audience.
Exactly.
Spectacular, spectacular.
Subtitles
Spider-Man,
should obviously be.
Spectacular.
No need to adjust for
Spider-Man.
no need to adjust for accessibility. Without further ado.
Oh, what kind of accessibilities do they have?
So you can disable parallax. So
Oh, these are nice.
so if you have motion sickness, you can turn off parallax. So the
Oh.
HUD will stay where it's like in one spot. You can subtitle background sounds. So if you have a problem, enable contrast subtitle background. So basically, like if you have a hard time reading the text while it's on the screen, it'll add a black background so that it's easier to read the text. Bigger subtitles. This will automatically complete QuickTime events for you if you're bad at QuickTime events. Change button tapping.
I think more video games should have that.
It's really cool, and you can also there's options to skip puzzles.
Okay.
So like if you just want to experience this as a cinematic,
If you
like
just want the
interactive
story.
media, if you want this to be a cinematic interactive medium, you can. Set it on friendly, turn on QTE autocomplete, and turn on the option to skip puzzles, and change button tapping because there's a lot of things that make you like mash. But if you don't want to mash because you're bad at mashing or it hurts your hand, or you don't have the dexterity to mash, you can just hold a button down instead.
That is so nice.
And then they even have the option to add a background to the HUD elements to make them easier to see.
What are HUD elements?
Your heads up display. Those are going to be
Okay.
things like our map and our other stuff.
Okay. Spider-Man would approve of this, 100%.
Oh, absolutely. Spider-Man is you'll see as we go through the story, Spider-Man is all about accessibility. Straight down to the actual storyline.
Oh, I know. I know. I mean, I'm sure he's not like that in all the storylines, but all the storylines, I know. He's, he's not just a good guy, he's a good guy.
Yeah, no,
Like-
he's like, well, I
And
think
he
it comes down
wants to help
I was
people.
gonna say, I think it comes down to the fact that he's never actually taken any money as Spider-Man, and so he's poor as shit in this. He's never taken a single dollar as Spider-Man because what?
Except that one gif of Andrew Garfield.
Oh yeah, where he's like
He
up on the
poses
wall.
with some girl on the street, she gives him $1, and he like rips the mask off, he's like, yes! Like
Mhm.
as she's walking, yes!
Yep.
Like, what a mood, though.
All right, here we go. I'm so lit for this.
Same. And this is grown-up, post-college Spider-Man.
This is post-college Spider-Man.
So we don't
Aunt
have to
May-
listen to Uncle Ben again.
No, this is post-Uncle Ben storyline because everybody's tired of seeing Uncle Ben get shot.
Like, yeah, that's the origin story, but we've seen so many
Also,
origin stories.
this is also my favorite iteration of Aunt May, which we will see through the story.
Insight.
Fucking phone Nerf darts. No money in the vacation or new laptop off sections.
Because he spends it all fixing.
Swilco. That's the name of his soda.
Amazing. Laptop is busted.
Yeah, he's got a cracked screen. Rent past due again, Peter.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
Fisk.
Oh, it's underwear. It's adorable. You know, sometimes I do forget that Peter Parker's, what kind of engineer is he?
He's a chemical engineer.
Chemical engineer. So he's not
Well,
just, you know, some guy. He's fucking smart.
But that's kind of the whole thing. Like, well, like the Tobey Maguire movies kind of fucked it up for everybody because in those he gets the glands that shoot the he gets the gland that shoots the web. But in every other iteration of Spider-Man, he makes them himself. He makes the chemical that is used to make the spider goo. The only powers he actually gains are increased agility, strength, and the ability to climb on walls. And we're right into it. R2 to swing.
All right. Whip and release.
Whip and release. Also, these videos are absolutely gonna get if I monetized at all, these videos would absolutely get demonetized because
Disney.
well, not Disney, the fucking soundtrack.
Did you take him down yet?
No, we're
You're
at
right.
Fisk Tower, but still waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
Please tell me you can whip on the fucking helicopter.
If I catch up to the helicopter, I can.
Catch up to the helicopter, Peter.
You really want to help? Head to Times
We're having problems with our.
guys are trying to keep my backup from reaching.
Hold on, we're having some really bad problems with our things. Can you go down to the subwoofer,
Oh,
unplug it, and
the
plug it back
sound.
in?
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's no problems
I
for
forgot about my
them.
chicken nuggets.
There's no problem with for them. Yeah, unplug that and plug it back in. Now let's try.
I thought you were talking about how
You got it.
sometimes it's
Almost
slow
there.
motion.
No, that was something else.
Come on, slow down, helicopter. Slow down.
I don't think you can actually grab that helicopter.
No.
You can do these things called web zips though. So in between jumps, you can like, boom.
Hello?
Parker, where are you? We must run through the demonstration at least once before the grant committee arrives.
Boss.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. I'm dealing with a personal issue. I'll be in soon. Promise. Better wrap this up quick than get to my real job.
I'm so excited for this.
Looks like Yuri called in the cavalry.
Also, you should recognize Spider-Man's voice. Believe it is Yuri Lowenthal.
Okay.
We need more backup! 1032, Times Square. Officers under fire.
Isn't that the one that Ari's obsessed
Bring in the
with?
hammer.
No, that's Liam O'Brien.
Okay.
That's probably not a good thing, by the way.
Never a good thing. Shit.
And that's an oil tanker. That thing's gonna blow.
Yeah, we're all gonna die. Oh shit.
Morning, guys.
I believe it's
For their
okay.
hot, fresh cup of
Triangle to
coffee.
web strike and then square to beat on up. Spider sense. Get ready to dodge. Oh, I can do this. Whee!
Hell yeah.
Gotta warn you, I'm feeling punchy.
Would you like a nuggie?
Nah, I'm good.
I had cheesy weenie dogs, and now I'm having chicken nuggets with honey mustard. Fucking love chicken nuggets.
Somebody just shoot him!
Fucking try.
Fisk has a lot of guys on his payroll.
Spider-Man, what's your status?
Almost done here. You?
We're about to go in.
Be there soon. Can't wait to see Willie's face when you slap the cuffs on.
God, they hit me. Ooh, I'm actually kind of hurt.
Can he not be paid in cash as a police consultant?
I guess you could, but
Because police consultants get paid.
Yeah, but the problem is,
All done. What's happening?
I don't know that it would be a thing.
Yuri? Yuri!
Because I know we've talked about they can't bail out a check to Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't say, put it in his Peter Parker.
Quietly.
Yeah. But ostensibly, yes, he could have it, filled out as, or like filled in as a cash,
Yeah.
paid in cash. There's a, the book series that I just finished up recently, that has like the hero certification program in it, and like heroes at a professional job. Basically, your hero name becomes your legally binding name for all like documents
Okay.
in order to protect your identity.
That building, we're gonna lose him.
And what?
I'm
in
gonna
what
go,
universe you said?
It's the
Do your thing.
it's a book series that I read recently called
book
Superpowers.
series. Okay. Right. You keep telling me about that.
It's a good book series. It's got 4 books and then it has a side story.
Hey, where you going? Okay. I'll clear a path. Follow me.
Get out of here, Spider-Man. We got this.
Sure you do.
Around and point.
Build focus by attacking enemies, do more damage, increase combo count.
Sorry
Okay.
to break it to you, but you do not got this, buddy.
Man, imagine being Spider-Man for a decade.
Confidence boost, guys.
Imagine the amount of damage it would do to your body.
Yeah, right?
I guess this is what they call a hostile workplace.
Nope. I went through his legs.
Out of the way.
Bam. Nope. Ooh, today's just not your day, buddy. Stay down. Press down to heal, because that uses up part of my focus meter to heal. You can always heal at any point in time with your focus meter.
Gotta take those shooters out.
No, it uses up a percentage of your focus meter.
I think that's all of them.
Come on, come on.
I can't wait till we get to later in the game and it like
They shut the
really starts to
elevators
do
down.
well.
Take the stairs.
Where you can like the movement in this game gets really
Looking for a more
good.
direct approach.
Spider-Man, status.
Heading to the upper floors and hoping nobody turns on the elevators.
Our choppers are taking fire. Looks like Fisk has armed men on every floor.
He's desperate.
And he's hitting us with everything he's got.
I have
He's a
to
spider.
find him and end this.
Not yet. We just picked up chatter. They're wiping all their data servers. We need that evidence if we want to put him away for good.
Okay, server room it is. Call from May. Better answer.
Hostiles, next floor up.
Hi, May.
What is all that noise?
Watching a superhero movie. What's up?
I just wanted to make sure we're still on for dinner tomorrow night.
Totally. Listen, I gotta go.
Well, okay.
So here's a fun fact about this movie that I remember, or movie, about this game that I remembered. Whenever I played it through the first time, and I heard like things that other people said about the movie. A full focus bar can be used to make a finisher that finishes an enemy instantly.
How exactly do you think this ends well for you?
But so they had all of the actors individually read like 5 or 6 different takes of pretty much every single phone call because they wanted the game to be as dynamic as possible.
Yeah.
So throughout the time, if Peter is swinging in on the phone, you will hear him actually have labored breath while he swings. Whereas if you take a call, while while just standing still, it's just his regular
Server room
voice.
before there's no
If
evidence
you
left.
get into the middle of an event, you will hang up the phone because the event like precedes it. But instead of it being like most things where it's like, hey, guess what, the
I should look for a
the
sneaky
call
link.
just like, you know, gets more or less
Cut
like,
off, he's like,
yeah,
hey, I
cut
gotta
off.
go.
Well, yeah, like instead of like every other
Here we
game where
go.
the audio just sort of like the audio cuts out and you just go, okay, I guess I just missed that conversation.
It's like my
As
own
soon as you
private
end the
vengeance.
event and come back, Spider-Man will be like, hey, sorry
may
about
be a
that.
very
So
clean-
you were saying
it's
about
remarkably
like
clean
dinner?
evidence.
And he'll pop back in and they'll have the conversation again for you.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
They did a lot of really good stuff with dynamic reading in this.
So cute.
Huh?
So cute when they're oblivious.
Oh, is that what Spider-Man said?
Yes.
Is this tech support? I forgot my password.
Spider-Man! Don't let him near the console!
Holy shit, that was an electrical blast that I hit that guy with.
Very cool.
And I thought the IT guys at my last job were rude.
I don't like you having a gun, sir. Please be webbed for a couple minutes.
Gotta access that console before everything's gone.
The MacGuffin.
Let's see just how good their security is. Aw, you
I
guys
like that the
forgot latest
keyboard had a
kernel
USB
patch.
plug in it. Because that's accurate.
Says the guy frantically erasing his search history.
After all these years, I'm just an ignorant child.
True, but that's part of my charm, isn't it?
I'm so thirsty for Spider-Man, you guys. Also, he just looks like a toe. He still just looks like a toe.
Yeah. I find it interesting that Fisk was both the main, like... well, he wasn't the main villain.
The yank. Yoink.
Look around you.
Yeet.
I did
Yoink.
this. What have you ever done, Mad?
Well, there was that time I took down a pompous, overstuffed crime lord before.
But I find it interesting that both Into the Spider-Verse and this Spider-Man, which are both Sony ventures, focused on Fisk as like the first big guy that they take on.
Yeah.
Been a long, tough road, Fisk. Almost sad to see it end.
Me afraid.
We'll get ready for the main event.
Now, don't go easy on you.
If you web somebody who's like facing the ground, they...
Yuri, an explosion just...
I saw it. Fisk could have the whole place wired. I'm sending in a bomb unit.
No, that's a,
gets in their way.
Kill him, or the bomb!
boom. Stay down.
I think that's all of them.
Just turn back around. Oh, you're still here? Smack.
It's clear. Move up!
Hey guys, I guess bombs are part of Willie's getaway plan? Sounds like they're trapped.
You go after them. We'll look for the bombs.
Sounds like a deal.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, we're at the point where the police more or less work with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Evacuate the building!
I heard more people back that way.
I'll find them.
Spider-Man! We can't move! We're pinned down!
I'll lift it. When you're free, get out fast. If you can walk, help the injured. Got it?
Yeah, so like this, you would hold square instead of tab.
Okay. Shit.
Come on, Spider-Man. Be Spider-Man.
Go, go, go!
Oh, you know,
What?
I never changed any of the Twitch,
Oh no.
the Twitch account stuff. Hold on.
Spider.
Pause. I mean, hold on. Yeah, that's fine. This is my stream. What I need to do is change the edit stream info. This is first off, they've changed everything, so that's a thing.
Oof. Why do they gotta keep changing shit?
Let's see here. What is the? Hold on. I gotta. What did I call it? Thwipping into action. Oh no, that's not what I need. Spider-Man. I call it Marvel's Spider-Man Thwipping into action.
Yeah.
Marvel's Spider-Man. Yeah. Whipping into action. 01. And then the game category is Spider-Man. I guess it's Marvel's Spider-Man. Marvel's Spider-Man. There it is.
Yeah.
Done. There we go. Now the stream is actually accurate on info. Let's resume.
It's Yuri.
How we doing, Captain?
Could be better. Our choppers took a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have
Ready
no one
to
stop
install
us
a
from
new
landing.
version of
No one to chase him
Spider-Man.
if he flies away.
We're not
Why
gonna,
do I get the
but there's a
feeling
new
that
version of
he's planning
Spider-Man to
all
install.
along?
Because he probably
Just
was.
now?
Yeah, I guess. I'm supposed to go. Oh, am I supposed to go up? I can't run on this wall because it's the ceiling's too close to me.
Damn. Yuri, get EMTs up here, fast!
We're trying.
Oh boy.
Incoming!
That was the slowest, calmest, like
What?
incoming. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
A little excessive, don't you think? What? Is it National Rocket Day or something?
So if you web somebody up and then knock them to the ground or to a wall, you will actually like stick them to the wall.
Here.
Man, how'd the bomb squad guys get through this?
And holding R2 will make you parkour in spaces where you could where you are otherwise supposed to like when you're not swinging, you can parkour through zones.
Settle down. I've got enough for everybody.
That's cool. I forgot about that. There's no reason for me to do it that way, but I can.
Okay, room is clear. Bombs
It's all
must
style
be
points. That's
somewhere
all it
ahead.
is.
Yeah, you're right.
They're okay.
And honestly, style points is all you really got to go for in these kinds of games.
You guys all right?
We were just about to call for backup.
I think I'm it.
Lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
This guy is not the police.
Heads up, boss.
Spider sense. So enemies with shields you can't attack from the front, but they're vulnerable from the back. Web strike, dodge underneath, and beat the shit out of them.
So you guys were in bed with Fisk all along? No, I'll never get that image out of my head. So your plan didn't work. On to plan B, getting kicked in the face. Just do it already.
So what are Spider-Man's webs made out of again?
It's like a compound that he himself made.
Like invented himself?
Yeah, he invented it himself.
Yuri, some of your guys
It's
were on
designed to
Fisk's
be
payroll.
incredibly
Good
sticky and
news is
incredibly
they were
strong
Wolver's last line
for
of
a certain
defense.
period of time,
Right outside his
and then it
office.
dissolves, and
Take
then
it
it
down.
dissolves later on, or it had, like
With
he can either
pleasure.
dissolve it instantly, or it can, or just naturally dissolves over time. That way, there aren't like 1.5 million webs
How
everywhere.
does he dissolve it?
It just like it breaks down over time. Like it's a thing that like the
But you
air
said
dissolves.
instantly.
I think he's got a solution.
Okay.
Like if he wanted to dissolve it, he could. Which is an interesting fact to bring up because one of the collectibles throughout the game is that there are backpacks that are
Writing your memoirs?
slung up against walls
Don't
of
forget
web
the
there.
hyphen between spider and man.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long.
We
Yeah, Paladin, there is a
we
hyphen.
forgot the hyphen between
Surprised
spider
you
and
made it
man.
This far. But your foolishness ends now.
You do know I can still see you, right?
80 years of this insolence.
Alright, gotta trick the guns
For
into
me?
shooting them
You
each other.
shouldn't have.
Or just gum them up. Ow.
It's reloading.
What do you think I'm doing?
Breaking all your shit? Breaking all your shit, dude.
What's wrong, Willie? You seem angry.
I will destroy you!
Were there only 2 turrets?
Yeah, I thought there were 4.
Yeah, I thought there were 4.
Shot. Seems to be an opening.
So Fisk is a brute. Brute enemies actually cannot be hurt until they're fully webbed up. Ooh, I'm getting my ass handed to me right now.
Not this time.
Oh, he closed up the other 2 turrets.
Ah.
He was getting annoyed because you were destroying them.
Is it quick time event time? Oh wait, no, he throws us into another room, that's right. I remember this section of the game.
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
I was gonna say the same to you.
You know what to do, man!
Surround it! Everyone engage! Hit it!
What is that, you fool? Trained to fight, don't fight!
Too bad!
I don't want excuses! What do I pay
Ooh boy, I am. Woo!
No! I can handle myself!
Ow.
Shit.
I want to get rid of his fucking goons. Ah, I died.
You still haven't learned.
Ah, come on. It's bullshit that like he can do like he is so impossible to hurt at this stage.
Yeah.
Everyone engage! That's gonna leave a mark.
See, his hits hardly seem fair.
You're the one who wanted to play an amazing.
I know, it's just. Yep.
And you still haven't learned.
There's just so many guys in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he were any normal enemy, it'd be whatever.
Yeah.
Or if I just had to fight the enemies and then fight him, it'd be whatever. But they throw so much right at you, right off the bat.
And like, there's nowhere for you to climb, is there? You can't get on the wall.
Not really. I could do this. So, like, I can dodge out of the way of shit.
Something I said. You're losing, Willie.
I haven't even started trying!
Rush it!
Look, I'm completely fine when you take out your own men.
I bandit!
Ow, motherfucker. Alright, now, hold on. You gun guy. Go away. Whee! I can just kind of whip around, I guess.
Yeah.
You'll die as uselessly as you live!
Take your best shot.
Okay. All the little guys. Okay, there's one little guy left. I think they're probably. I think they're probably gonna just like. I think they're just gonna consistently introduce little guys.
Probably.
Oh, I stepped into fire. I stepped into fire.
Oof.
And that killed me.
Oof.
We'll get there. This is by far the weakest Spider-Man is throughout like the entire series.
Well, if you want to think about it story-wise, he's obviously late on his rent. He probably has eaten one meal a day for the last couple of months, at most.
Something I said. You're losing, Willie.
I haven't even started crying.
That was a poor decision of mine. Oh, perfect. Watch this. Ah, come on, just stop for like 5 seconds, Fisk.
Why are you glowing green? Oh, you focused.
Yeah. The web shooter has to reload over time, and so I can't always use it. Boom! That's so cool.
So, should we kiss now? Yeah, maybe later.
Fisk is an unnaturally large, tough guy. But hey, there we go. First boss.
Yay.
Now the game actually starts. Fisk must pay a fucking mint for his suits. That thing is hardly damaged.
Finally off to Rikers, huh? You know, I think you've got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience.
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Idiot! I'm the one who kept order in this city! 1 month! In 1 month you'll wish you had me back!
Man, they got the gross fat on him
Kingpin
just
is heading to
right.
prison. End of an era.
Do you know what Fisk's supervillain name was?
What was it? I can't remember.
Kingpin.
Yes.
And we leveled up.
Yay.
Level up.
Yay.
Level 2. Health increase plus 10. I can press this to access the skill tree. So I can, I get new skill points every time I level up. So I've got 3 things that I can do. Hold triangle to grab and throw webbed and electrified enemies. They can be tossed into other enemies and walls. Perfect dodging increases the turns blue to counter enemies. Web shot to the face. Grenade bonus effect. Hold square while swinging to do a swing kick. Defender is probably the best ability to have right off the bat, just because the. Oh wait, I've got 5 skill points available. What? So I can grab all 3 starting abilities. Then I can go a little bit further. Pistol and baton yank is absolutely necessary for me, personally speaking. And rifle, shield, and launcher yank, still absolutely worth it. And that's all my skill points for now. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh yeah, look, there's the thing on the side there is Twitter. There's a social network in this
I love
game.
it.
It's a really actually pretty accurate social network feel. So his tag is NYC wall crawler.
I love it.
Official account of your friendly neighborhood web slinger Spider-Man. Make sure to tune into Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson for JJJ at Home's take on the arrest of Wilson Fisk. Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson owns like a he's basically what's the guy, the Turn the Freaking Frogs guy?
Oh my god.
He's basically that in this. Because it's like post, like nobody goes to a newspaper anymore.
Yeah.
So like the Daily Bugle has been turned into like a website blog similar to like Wall Street Journal. And J. Jonah Jameson I don't think works there anymore. I think he just does his like his online like whatever. Bro Sidon, Buds at the gym have $100 bet to see who can clean press as much as Spider-Man. You know I'll win this. And all of these are replies to him, which are like
Let the games begin, bro.
So there's Bro Sidon, Prometheus, Marco Brolo, then us, and then Bro Sidon comes back. I love this. This is so accurate.
It's so cute.
How many times do I have to tell this lady I don't walk cats? Hashtag doggos and puppers only. Hashtag dogwalker NYC. Then Michael Benson. Time is bad. It's almost November. Isn't that horrifying? Help me stop it. They're so accurate.
He doesn't even have a verified check mark, though.
None of these people do.
He should have a verified check mark.
You can't verify Spider-Man. Then again, I guess you can't verify like a bunch of people. But yeah, there's straight up an entire ass like feed. My other job. Point launch, here it is. Whee!
Well, in order to get verified on something, you send the actual website
Parker, where are you? The
something.
committee will be here soon. You need to run an equipment
Say,
check.
hey, I'm the real deal.
Yeah.
And they do some research on your account.
Guess I'll just do it myself.
No, don't. It's not safe.
Shit, who was that?
That was our boss.
Oh. Thought it.
Gotta love Doc's enthusiasm, but sometimes it gets him into trouble. Better get there before he hurts himself.
I'm sorry. Doc?
You know, Dr. Otto Octavius.
No.
Spider-Man's
no.
boss.
No.
It is a common plot point in a lot of storylines that Dr. Otto Octavius is typically Spider-Man's like first real boss, like Peter Parker's first real boss as a chemical engineer slash robotics engineer.
That makes sense. That's fair. Why did he become a villain again?
For a myriad of reasons. The biggest one is that he has he's got like a mental disorder that's like basically removing his ability to use his limbs. But so he's been, well, I'll let the story play out.
Okay, so it does explain it.
We get a good helping of what Dr. Octavius's story is throughout this entire game, actually.
I'm sorry I'm late. Oh. You started without me.
The grant committee's director will be here soon. It's fine, Parker. I invented this equipment. I think I can handle it.
Power dampener. Oh, man. Maybe we should abort.
Not
No,
yet.
my friends call me Olivia. My enemies call me Dr. Octopus.
Hold on! Dr. Octavius, are you okay?
Another setback. But we're close.
And in comes the grant giving committee.
Is anyone hurt?
No, it was all my fault.
The energy levels exceeded our expectations. From a certain viewpoint, that's a very positive development.
It doesn't smell very positive.
I assure you, in the next phase...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Is there somewhere else we can discuss this?
Maybe you should take the rest of the day off, Peter. But we'll talk later.
Yeah, fucking mean mug that lady.
That was a disaster. How could the dampener have failed? I know Doc said take the day off, but I have to figure out what went wrong. Ooh, you are in bad shape, little guy.
That's the only way I can move the arm currently. I can move it like up and down. That's about the range that it has motion right now.
Let's see what's wrong with you.
And in comes our first puzzle.
If you chose to turn it off, would you still get the little zoom in?
Hmm?
Would you still get this
I don't know.
animation?
I don't know. It might do it for you. I have no clue.
Damn it. If I had been here to do the pre-check, I would have caught this.
It's just one of like these puzzles.
Yeah.
And of course, this one literally only has the one solution.
Got it. Okay, need to reroute servo control.
Eventually, these start getting a lot harder. So like that only has one direction that it can move. In fact, I've already messed up. Did I need to do all of this? I didn't need to. Oh, I could do this.
Nice. Okay, what next?
Yeah, because I think I only had so many straightforward
Now
pieces.
rebalance the voltage.
So green ones increase voltage. I have to have a target voltage of 3. So if I place a 2 here, a -1 here, another +2 here, I have 3 voltage.
Okay.
If I had placed only a +1 voltage here, then I'd only have 2 voltage, and that's not enough to actually do it. I have to make sure that I have the actual voltage needed.
Yeah.
Finished.
And so that's the first 3 basic puzzles completed. We'll do more of these as the game goes forward. Almost always involved in science or like the actual like technical
see if that
aspect
worked.
of being Spider-Man. And so now when we test the arm,
Good as new.
I could go all the way up here, down, all the way down there. And that's the full motion of the arm.
Wonderful.
Doc's been testing new materials for the prosthetics. He asked me to review his work if I had time. May as well dig in now. I think we've got samples of every type of prosthetic in existence. Our first volunteer subject, Lance Corporal Texador. Lost his arm overseas and now just wants to hug his daughter again.
And so we're building him a prosthetic arm that actually like pays attention to his neural brain waves. And that's the research that they're trying to do in this storyline.
Today's the day. Grant review. We're ready. The work has progressed at a remarkable pace. I honestly never thought we'd get the tensile
Hands down here,
actuator
kinda
back to an
creepy.
acceptable tolerance.
There's feet there too.
The boy has an eye for guerrilla science like none other.
That's
Just
us.
as I was ready to order a custom machine replacement part, he returned from the hardware store with a bottle of solvent and a toothbrush. Bang! Actuator problem resolved. The boy is a genius. A chronically late genius. It's already 10 after. Where is he? Surely he couldn't have forgotten today's review.
Sorry I let you down, Doc.
Peter, thank you again for doing these blind reviews. Peer review is the backbone of great science. You know, as we've prepped for the upcoming fitting, I felt an itch in the back of my brain. Is this really the best method of limb replacement? Silly, I know, but I keep thinking, might there be another way?
Like, why make arms that are regular arms when you can make giant, like, completely and totally ambulatory arms? This is the other type of puzzle we do.
Contact material for the prosthetic.
So I do this, and I attempt to match up the strain, and you want to match up all the strains with something on the side.
Hydrogel polymer composite.
And they
Strong,
obviously
but there's
get
a
more
lot of
difficult as time
impedance.
goes on.
Better tell Doc to keep looking for other
One of my
materials.
favorite prosthetic arm stories is this one girl who had one of those robotic prosthetic arms, and it died
I
at a
should get out of here
convention,
before I
like
screw
an
things up for
like
Doc
at a
here.
con. And she was going around, and she was like, "Hey, so are y'all's phones almost charged?" And they were like rude to her. Like, she didn't get mad. She was telling the story all in jest, and they were like getting mad at her, like, "No, go find your own." And so she just takes her arm off. She's like, "My arm's dead." She's like fine with it though. She just walks off to find another one.
That is the most passive aggressive way to do that. Is just like, my arm is dead.
Because like it looks like a robot arm, but at an anime convention,
That could be anything.
People have amazing props and
Yeah.
fake prosthetics.
Fisk make it to Rikers yet?
Oh, hey, buddy.
Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies for the VIP treatment.
Not gonna pay attention
He's in the
to this at
raft.
all.
Ah, joining Scorpion, Electro, and the rest.
Hi.
Fisk should be honored. That's a steam company.
Can you swing by the
Bye.
precinct?
Nothing at all.
Issue that could benefit from your unique
Never
skill
mind the
set.
fact that a man swung onto your fire escape.
He's high as balls. He doesn't even see you.
Or rather, he does see me
Looks
and...
like Jameson's got a new episode out.
Oh, here we go.
Wonder what my #1 fan thinks about the Fisk takedown.
This is Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, where listeners like you discuss the issues affecting our city with Pulitzer Prize-winning two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning former publisher of the Daily Bugle. Hey, plug the book. And as always, if you order Mr. Jameson's book, Spider-Man, Threat or Menace, within 24 hours of our broadcast, you'll get an autographed copy at no extra charge.
No personalizations? Don't ask, not gonna get it. Welcome to Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, alerting you to the threats you don't even know about. Let's dive right into the calls. Speak.
Okay, so not for nothing. You gotta give Spider-Man respect for taking down Wilson Fisk, right? I mean, one less mob boss is good for everyone.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police officer? Prosecutor? Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me?
No, I'm a plumber.
Oh, good. Then fix my toilet and shut up! Let me explain something to you about crime busters. Soon as one goes down, every punk with a gun, a tracksuit, and a drawer full of gold chains decides he's the next godfather. We're gonna have a gang war in the street, but does...
The thing is, he's not entirely wrong.
Yeah.
The difference is none of them are going to be nearly as dangerous as Fisk was.
Not even close. You're a love interest.
Now that you quit smoking, what do you tell people when you come up here?
That I need a break from their crap.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit? No ball this year anyway. We spent too much integrating Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though,
Oscorp.
right?
It was.
You know, Harry Osborn.
Till an hour ago. The system went down.
You know who Harry Osborn
Citywide.
is, right?
every
His
tower.
best friend.
How?
Cool.
Yes.
Tell me someone sabotaged
His
the central
dad
server,
is
and now all
like the
towers are
#1
offline.
billionaire in New York City and owns
Inside
Oscorp.
job?
Maybe. We'll figure it out later. Right now, we need to get the towers back online.
You know who Harry
Fast.
Osborn is as
And
well,
you called
right?
me? Aw,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
I
Look,
called
I only
someone I could
know
trust.
anything about him
Plus,
because
the
of
signals are scrambled and we have no idea how to fix it.
spectacular Spider-Man.
I mean, if you've
I
watched
love a
that, like
challenge.
if you've watched any decent
break
amount
it,
of
you buy
anything
it.
Spider-Man,
I thought
you
you
know a good
trusted
chunk
me.
of the story of Spider-Man.
Yeah. Spectacular Spider-Man
Let's
really
take a
was
look at
the
this
best
tower.
Spider-Man cartoon.
Input bands have been shifted.
There's a new Spider-Man. So the left stick does that, right stick increases the wavelength until you have it perfect. This is how you unlock. This is how you unlock the map.
Very cool.
We just had a tower come back online. Was that you?
Not just a pretty mask, huh?
Whatever you did, any chance you could do it to the other towers?
Sure, but just so you know, I had to sync up with the tower to fix it. I'm seeing all crime data in the area now. Looks like there's a break-in happening near me.
Great. I've got units nearby.
Don't bother. I'm on it.
Hey, tracksuit.
Do it. Watch my back.
Because that's obviously not the most, like, inconspicuous thing you could be doing. Or most conspicuous thing you could be doing.
Pretty sure these guys didn't forget their keys.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeet. Yeet.
Yeet.
Big yeet. And a yoink. And a yoink. And a yeet. Big old ball of yeet.
Boop. There we go.
Yay.
Stopped a crime.
Crime time.
Okay,
I got one crime
wrapped
token.
up.
Thanks for that. Now I'm seeing an assault near you.
You're in luck, Yuri. Your favorite tough but lovable, grizzled, seen-too-much detective is in town.
What? No. You promised you wouldn't do that any...
Spider Cop.
Spider Cop. You get such a good feel for his and Yuri's relationship.
It's very
So
cute.
you're the snitch.
Back off, creep.
Yep, she's the one.
I said back off.
Yeah, it's like November.
Leave me alone.
Keep it quiet, lady.
Don't touch me. Help!
Get away from her.
Oh, crap. Spider-Man.
Instant takedown. Brutes will block melee attacks, use throwables.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Ow. So these brutes are kind of like Fisk, where they don't take regular hits until after you hit them with something big.
Yeah.
That perfect dodge.
Beautiful.
Smack. Oh, that was the takedown. All right.
Walk away now, or she's dead.
Let me go.
Aim and disarm. Boom. I like that they just sort of like fall to the ground like that. Hi.
All clear, ma'am.
I knew Jameson was wrong about you. You're a little weird, but you got a good heart.
Have you got somewhere to go?
I can take care of myself.
I'm sure you can, but just in case, there's a place called the Feast Center.
Seen it. I don't want charity.
They got the best wheat cakes in the city, hands down.
Mom used to make those. Haven't had any in a long time. I'll check it out. Thanks, Spider Guy.
It's Spider-Man. Oh well.
No.
Should be able to spot the next tower from up there. From his elevated position, Spider Cop spies his destination. A second
Fucking
surveillance
Spider
tower.
Cop.
Are you narrating yourself?
What? No! Of course not! The chief never did understand Spider Cop. Thought he was a loose cannon.
Already regretting this.
So cute.
Bet I can modify these
Yeah.
towers to
I mean,
track
it's
more than
just
just
great.
crimes.
Got an 1165 on the eastbound.
Yeah, there's a lot of downtime in this game, but it's pretty good.
Score. Towers are picking up all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby.
It's our backpack. It's one of our old backpacks. You unlock. Oh, hold on. Don't go all the way down there. So I mentioned that like the webbing is supposed to go away, yet somehow he has backpacks webbed up all over the city.
Backpacks from high school. Forgot I attached
He might
tracking
not have
dots to
perfected
these.
it by then.
Fair. And each one of his backpacks from high school has some sort of memorabilia in it, and it's pretty good.
I wonder how many of these are scattered around the city.
Backpack tokens. There's like 100 backpacks, by the way.
Yeah. Which you can spend on craft beer. What?
Crafting gear.
No, then it said craft beer, and I was like,
Still
roll
there?
tide.
Got a robbery a few blocks away.
Spider Cop's on it. Part man, part spider.
All cop. Part man, part spider, all cop.
Open the safe. Do it.
Hey, fellas.
Spider-Man, shoot him.
Oh, this is a really cool scene you're missing. So they basically made the inside of the store a fucking vignette. So long as I was inside the store, the camera didn't move, and it was just a nice vignetted scene of inside the store.
More of them? Guys, if you worked this hard at a legit job, you wouldn't need to be criminals.
You're gonna regret this, spider freak.
Oh, you're gonna regret this. I just took your door. It hit you with it a lot.
All right, Yuri. I'm gonna repair the last Chinatown tower now.
Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it?
Been doing a little thinking, Yuri. Policing's a young man's game, and Spider Cop, well, he's no spring chicken.
Please be going where I think you're going.
As of today, Spider Cop is officially retired.
Oh, thank God. I need a drink.
We'll all drink tonight, Yuri. Drink to the memory of Spider Cop's tireless... Yuri? Yuri, you there? Guess the emotion of the moment overwhelmed her.
Notice how as I stopped, he didn't have the grunts in his voice anymore?
Yeah.
It's completely and totally dynamic, so that if you're in the middle of doing something and then stop, he goes back to doing the,
They had him recording multiple times.
Yep.
That's
like 5 or 6 different times. For every voice line, which is why this game has stupid amounts of production value put in it.
That's a lot of backpacks. Let's go
Melee
after
damage
him.
increase. If you get all of the
Not good.
backpacks, you get
Can't
the
have people taking
there's a
pictures of my
so
chest hairs.
I think this is where we learn about the new spider
Tools
suits.
I need for suit repair at the lab. Wonder if Dr. Octavius is left for the day.
So basically, Spider-Man has, different suits. That's not really a
it's not
surprise,
really a spoiler.
a spoiler or a surprise or anything. And it's one of the big mechanics in this game is you have an ability that we haven't actually been able to do at all so far.
How did it go with the committee?
That is
I'm so sorry I
tied to
screwed things
your
up.
to which suit you're wearing.
They're just nervous.
And at a certain point, when you perfect a suit, you can choose, or
Should I head back
once
to the
you
lab for
create a
cleanup?
suit, you can choose
I'm
the
stepping out
ability
for
you
dinner
want
anyhow.
to
We'll
use,
resume tomorrow.
even if it's not
Short
the suit,
break,
even
then
if it's not
back
the
to
ability of
creating
the suit that you
future.
have equipped.
Yeah.
You just have to make the suit first,
Wish
which I
could
think is a
borrow
really
and sell that
cool,
man's optimism. Sounds
which
like
is a
he's
really
left the
cool
lab
way
for
of
the
doing
day.
it.
Good time to work on my suit in private.
But one of the suits, so one of the ways to get the only way to unlock one of the suits is to play through, or is to get all of the it's to unlock and get all of the backpacks, and the suit is just Spider-Man in his underwear.
Amazing.
It's Spider-Man
Just
in his,
the mask and the
just his-
boxers in the first scene.
Yep. No shirt or anything either. It's just him in a mask and boxers.
Get those fucking backpacks, Paladin.
I have not even gotten all of the backpacks on the account that I was playing with the first time through, just because it's there's so many of them. Oh, by the way, I wonder if I can see it. We might take a quick detour in a minute, because I want to show you something.
Show me.
I gotta find it. There's a couple of things worth seeing. So they added a bunch of I wouldn't say spoilers, but like Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Easter eggs is the best. Yeah, Easter eggs is the right word for it. I just gotta find. I think I see the first one that I want to go for.
The red one?
No.
No?
What I want to go for. So let's see here. I guess you know what. I'll start looking for them. I'll start looking for them whenever they become relevant.
No.
Well,
but what was that red glowy thing?
Oh, it's just it was like an antenna.
Oh.
Rather than important. There's so the Easter eggs are tied to a collectible, which is why I'm gonna wait. There's an entire mechanic in this game about taking photos of specific landmarks.
Okay.
And there are some interesting landmarks that you can take pictures of in this game.
Civilians are trapped in their vehicles following
Hey,
a
hold the
severe
phone.
accident.
What?
So, obviously Spider-Man. He's going all around the city. Why does he not take photos and sell them to Shutterstock? Every time someone downloads one of your photos on Shutterstock, you get paid. Now, granted, it's not a lot, but if he takes pictures every single time...
Pictures of Spider-Man?
Yeah, pictures of Spider-Man.
He takes pictures of Spider-Man!
But if he takes photos all around the city while he's just flying around, he could make some banging money on Shutterstock.
Fair. I mean, they didn't exactly think through the whole thing.
I mean, I know. I'm just like
Looks like
thinking of
There's a-
interesting things.
There's a million and a
Time to
half
sneak in
ways
some
in a
spider work.
modern, like, cash-grabby society that Spider-Man could be making a shit ton of bank.
The prosthetics
But not as
hardware.
Spider-Man.
But not as Spider-Man.
review what
But
Doc's been
if Peter,
developing
well, that was
and
the other
how
thing
to
is
check
like,
his work.
yeah, Peter Parker was known for getting good pictures of Spider-Man before, but like, if he continues to do it like way later, how often?
Yeah.
So you can get some extra experience by doing part-time projects in this.
Okay.
So like if I just choose this one,
Doc
I can
was
do a
trying to
quick
improve the actuator's granularity.
you can just like puzzle it out really quick and get some money.
Nice.
And that's just 200 experience.
Super smooth response.
You do it over and over and over again. That might be something I save for like off-screen content because that's not interesting.
We really need to get better about organizing our workspace.
The grant review was a debacle, yes, but it may also prove to be the inspiration I need. We can no longer simply meet the committee's expectations. We must exceed them.
I like listening to all of the Dr. Octavius recordings.
Well, it's slowly gonna show his descent into madness.
Hey, look,
Graduation. Feels so long ago.
that picture
I
looks so
interned for Doc in college.
bad.
It does.
He made me realize I could do as much good for the world in a lab coat as I could in tights. Maybe more.
So look at all the just random
Laundry.
that they have piled up here.
Does he live here?
Doc's made huge breakthroughs his whole career, but he's always been upstaged, usually by Oscorp. This time, it's going to be different.
He's still friends with Henry?
Yeah, Henry's
Harry.
Harry. Yeah, Harry is in Europe right now because Harry has suffered from some like.
Dr. Octavius, what you got there?
Chinese. If I know you'd be here, I would have. What are you working on?
Oh, just a side project.
Of course. It's you.
I don't know
Oh,
what
come on, Parker. It's obvious.
Let me explain.
I only wish you told me sooner.
I wanted to, but I was afraid that if word got out, my family might be in danger.
Huh. Yes. I guess if you design his equipment, you're bound to be a target too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
worry.
Yes.
Your secret's safe. Well, I'll leave you to it.
And so now we're allowed to use the lab whenever we want to build all sorts of stuff.
Real time. Aww.
So sticky note. Check your email. Auto.
You know what? I'm
You're gonna start doing that to me?
Start doing that to you
Check your
because you're
email.
not gonna wake up.
Nah. Ain't no way I'm waking up.
Just, I'm gonna show up, sticky note your head, and leave. Do you know what the
This isn't
sticky
how
note's gonna
Doc
say
fires
every
me.
single time?
What?
Answer my fucking texts.
Answer your texts?
Not always.
When do I not answer your texts?
Well, I mean, you usually answer my texts after like the third or fourth one.
I also usually have my phone either on silent or it's like in another
Not on your
room.
person.
Yeah. That's why I have this now. I have the Your Phone app on my computer so I can check messages, but yeah.
Is that how can you answer your phone there too?
Peter, the
I
revelation
can't
of
answer
your
my
second
like a
job
phone
as
call, but I
Spider-Man
can.
Suit crafter.
That's what I meant.
Is that the right term? Is a reminder of the good man and partner you are. No matter how hard you work, you still find.
Because it does
time
take a
to help
while,
others.
but yes.
I got it.
I hope you
With
don't mind,
capital
but
N.
I noticed the
Yes,
suit
I
was a
can.
bit damaged.
Yeah,
and
I
took
think
the
I hit
liberty of
caps lock at
sketching
the
up
end.
some of my own improvements. Attached are a few ideas I had on how you could enhance his suit and help protect Spider-Man, who does so much for this city. Looking forward to the incredible work that we are doing and changing the world together. Your partner and friend, Otto.
White Spider, huh?
This is the iconic suit. So now we get to make the advanced suit, which is like the main suit of the thing. But on top of that, because I pre-ordered the game, or not pre-ordered, what was it? There's like I got like the digital deluxe edition or something. It comes with a couple of suits as well that you would eventually unlock, but I get them free. So different suits have different suit mods that you can add.
Okay.
And so you can kind of like upgrade and customize your whole shebang as you see fit.
Yeah. Go.
You're missing the. Oh, hold on, can I pause? Okay. Every single time you miss all of the cutscenes. You're gonna miss all of the game.
I'm sorry.
All of the important parts of the game. Got them soaps. It's a pretty badass look.
It is.
TBH.
Very badass.
Coming through.
Looking good, Spidey!
Hello, New York! New suit, same old me.
And so now on top of having the suit, I now have access to the ultimate gauge. The ultimate gauge fills up over time, and I think I've actually technically got a full one. And the advanced suit's ultimate is that he can.
I think I figured out how Fisk's men are keeping his rackets running. Construction sites.
Wasn't that shut down when he was arrested?
No, it's one of his legitimate
thing right
businesses.
here, right?
Multiple investors.
Oh, it's on the police
We
building.
can't act without cause.
But now you've got that, right?
That's why I'm hoping you can keep an eye on the locations. Tell me if you see anything suspicious.
You got it. I'll be your nosy neighborhood Spider-Man.
It's all good, Spidey. Don't worry about it.